Today, Susie is off with the kiddos, and I've got a little project to work on. Okay, I see that I'm live here. Let me just double check things are coming through. All right, looks okay. Sounds okay. Let's rock and roll. So I'm just going to be hanging out with you guys today. If you have any questions as you're coming into here, either you're on Facebook or on YouTube, say hello in the comments in the chat. I am going to be doing some work. I'm not making this a polished video. This is probably not going to survive on my channel, but I just want to kind of hang out with you guys while I have some work to do anyways. So if you are here, say hello. I am here alone in the office. Would love to hang out with you guys and say hello. What we're going to be doing today is I have a client, it's actually a family member, or actually multiple family members, who kind of run the family business back in my hometown, a dog boarding kennel, and their website got hacked. Not good. I take part responsibility for it. So we're going to fix it today. And because the website's been a little long in the tooth, it's kind of due for an overhaul anyways, I'm going to go ahead and just rebuild them one from scratch. And I'm actually going to take it off of WordPress. I know, taking something off of WordPress. I am kind of the WordPress diehard fan, but it's going to come off of WordPress right now. Partly because my business is picking up enough and is busy enough that it's time to not have to worry about so many different tiny little WordPress websites and hitting update plugins and all that. And also because I know that Brizzy Cloud is really growing and maturing, and I wanted to give a chance to kind of see how that platform works nowadays. Okay. So also, if you like my new little backdrop here, I'm actually in my son's old room, and I'm going to convert it into an office because I actually like the view really nice. I've got a lake outside, and it's a way bit nicer place for me to work. So we're going to work on some Brizzy Cloud today. Woohoo! If there's any other platform or anything you're curious about and you'd like to see me do content, I know I haven't been very productive on my YouTube channel. I do apologize for that. I've been, our main business, the startamomblog.com, has been doing really great. If you guys want to subscribe, you can search for Start a Mom Blog on YouTube, and you'll probably find us. We're doing live videos twice a week now. It's been extremely fun. Me and my wife kind of bouncing ideas off each other and creating valuable content for you. But I've got a task ahead of me today, so I'm going to go and waste no time here. I'll go into my display view where you should be able to see Brizzy Cloud. We're going to build with this platform. This is a pretty exciting platform, pretty cool platform. It works pretty well. We'll test out how the updates have gone because I'll be building out a website today. I'm just going to go ahead and log into my account and go ahead and say hello in the chats. I see I've got a few people here live. Just to make sure that this is all working. You can hear me and see me all right. Let me know in the comments before I dive right in. So when you log into Brizzy Cloud as a early adopter, I have access to the cloud platform, which is pretty awesome. I'm going to go ahead and just create a new project. One of the reasons why I'm doing this is this website is just going to be a one-page website. It's a small business for a dog boarding kennel. There's no need to go too crazy with it or make a whole big overly functional website. I just want it to look nice. I want to build it easily, and I want it to be low maintenance and low and high performance, right? Combine all that together, WordPress is probably not the platform I want to build it on. I'm going to go after the Brizzy Cloud platform. And while I've done a ton of content on the WordPress side of Brizzy, the WordPress plugin page builder, I've not done a whole lot on their cloud platform. So let's go ahead and fix that today and build this guy out. So I'm making project number 7. I'm going to call this Mandarin Pet Care. That's the name of the website we're going to build. I will be adding up, setting up all the DNS and doing all the crazy stuff. Right now, if I were to go and look at this website that I just created, you're not going to see a whole lot, right? Oh, hey, Sandra. Thank you for joining in, saying hello. Got Sandra on the live chat. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, so I'm going live all crazy. I've got a coaching cohort of a couple dozen students who are working, we're building sales funnels together, and I was live all day yesterday supporting them. So this is me just relaxing, chilling. I still like to do and create content, and I feel guilty I'm not making content on my own brand for quite a while, so this is why we're doing this here. All right, so when you go into Brizzy, let me just add a little something. Let's just add something in as an example, and let me publish this, publish the page. If I go and I check this out now, you'll see that it's going to load up super quickly, but it's going to have this really dummy website. This is great. So the website they currently have can stay there. And then when I'm done building this, I can just switch over the domain name servers using Cloudflare. And if you guys want any definitions or want me to go into any detail on any of that stuff, let me know. And that will just kind of help it nice and easily. Nice transition, super easy to maintain, all good things. Now, as far as designing this website out, what we're going to do is a few different things. We're going to set up a color scheme, kind of a branding package, and build out a one-page website where the ultimate goal is for them to contact the small business either through phone or through text or email or contact form. All right. I'll click on the plus button here. I'm not sure if there's going to be a layout that really speaks to me. Let me make my face a little bit smaller here. All right, make my face a little bit smaller. Unknown Man asks, what page builder do you like the most and why? Golly, it's like trying to pick which kid you like the most, right? I think all page builders are tools to get a job done. I would say there's some that I don't like, but then the others are like they're all good in their own little ways. Like Brizzy is great because if the client wants to change their color scheme all on me, actually, I guess now in 2020, at the end of this year, they're all really getting quite good. It's getting harder to really differentiate between each other, like global colors and a lot of the features that used to be like only some had them. So that it's getting harder to really answer that question. I think that it's really a question of WordPress or not WordPress. And I'm coming to understand that WordPress is not always the right answer for all things. And so that's one. But I would say right now Elementor is my overall favorite WordPress page builder because I think it is the most powerful. It has the most add-ons to it. But there's also, I think, more security risk there because they have more public add-ons. All right, let's get back into the build mode here. And so I'd ask you as well, what's your favorite builder and why? Because it's really hard to choose. I thought Brizzy was going to be my favorite, and then I didn't think it was. I am my parents' favorite kid. I was going to. I thought that Brizzy was going to become my primary page builder, and I just haven't really seen them develop as quickly enough. But because this website here is going to be very minimal functionality, I don't need that much for it. It's going to fit for this project, and I'm kind of curious. This is me also doing some research on how they're developing. So I'm looking through their pages. The easy one, like the easy jump shot, would be take something that's already done. Like this might actually be pretty decent of a starter template. Like I have to think through dog services instead, but that's a pretty solid one. The wellness layout, I like the flow. I'm looking for the flow of the page and the overall design aesthetic. If I'm picking out a starter template, I might build it from scratch. No, that's not going to work for me. But if I can spend 5 minutes here and it can save me 2 hours at the end of the day, that's a win. So I'm going to take a look and show you guys off the different Brizzy layouts here. Now, what I noticed, and I'm not a big fan of with Brizzy, is most of their layouts that I can see here are very modernized. Like they're very beautiful. Like they're kind of. It looks like they're going after a bunch of digital agency owners, like all the blob styles, and it's not bad, but it's also one of those things where that's a very customized design, and if that's not exactly what you're looking for, it's going to be kind of tricky to maneuver it around. Other builders, like I think Cadence is coming out with some really good kind of standardized page designs, and this is a pretty nice one. But what I think would be better for more people is a bit easier to customize standardized styles. Actually, I'm starting to like this page here. This page is looking pretty good. I might do this page here. Let's import this and show you what it looks like when you import something in. It's going to be a little tricky for me to come up with some of the graphics for this because I'm really coming in fresh. Everything we had on that website is not that good, so I'd rather go ahead and kind of get them started in the right way. Okay, this is looking pretty good. As I'm reading through this, I'm thinking through what the copy would be for this business. Let's talk business. Tell us about your project. Now, is this all just an image? I think this is all just a specific image. Okay, so I can play around with Glorify or Crello and grab the images I would need. Got the local business side. Contact us to get started. I think this could work pretty well. Let me just compare this. Let me update this page. I also want to show you, before I get started really in the work side, Once I update this, I want to run a speed test. I want to confirm the performance of some of this stuff here, because that is also a big thing for me. I want it to be easy to maintain, fast to load, just be done with it. I don't want to have to mess with it. Our business is busy enough that doing client work is not something I'm super passionate about, right? Or I'm passionate about it. I just don't have the time for it. So let's see how this runs here. Oh my Lord. Like, you can't get better than that for just loading up a website and having it load in under a second and never have to worry about plugins or any updates or anything like that. Like, that's why this is that's why I'm doing this project like this. Okay. So that's, oops, not that page. That's pretty exciting because it's a legitimate website, right? Okay. So what I'm going to do is let's bounce through. Let's take one last look at a different layout, because that dentist I was pretty happy about, or the wellness one I was pretty happy about. We'll make our decision, and we'll take one and go with it. So let's import this layout too. And what's kind of cool is if you import a layout, it's not going to overwrite what's already there. That could be good, could not be good. Let's see here. So this would be more picture focused, latest. Okay, this is a bit more on a blogging side. This is pretty cool looking. Leading the future of our. And then on this side, does it have an About Us section? So this one, I can change this around and make this an About Us section. Very passionate. All right, we're going to rock and roll with this rank king here, SEO thing. Let me remove these other sections. Brizzy's great. I can kind of scroll over here and remove what I don't need. I might even keep one of these styles, because what you'll notice is that the styling was kept pretty consistent. Because Brizzy has that global styling options, what I could do, if I like this Meet the Team, I can take that Meet the Team and find a place where it might fit in the other layout. So let's kind of look through here. Probably after this, let's take a look how that. So I've got this overlapping image, which is going to be a bit of a problem, but I can simply, this is 388 pixels of padding. I can take that down to like a standard 70 or so. And then I can take this padding and bring this guy back up to 388 or so. And just like that, I've got something that's going to work for us. Checking out different screen sizes before I dig in. I just want to kind of get my feel for what I need to do, how this is all going to work out. These colors are kind of crazy. I'm going to take a look at these colors here. So that main accent, I'm going to go with a red. You can see it changes automatically, which is super cool. And I think the hover effect on these. Let's take a look at this color scheme. Let's take a look at some of the available options right now. Ola is asking, hey, what theme is this? And is this free? So great question. This is actually not a theme in terms of WordPress nomenclature. This is Brizzy Cloud. It is the easier option for people if they want to build super quick and easy and low cost websites. Sorry, I'm getting blown up over here. So Brizzy Cloud is the same makers of the Brizzy WordPress plugin, but they've made their own hosted solution, which is super cool. Play with this magazine. Oh, see, you can just change it like that, and it changes the styling so nicely. It doesn't, if you need all the functionality of WordPress, if you need to be able to do e-commerce and a lot of different things, it's not the right thing for you. But if you just need a quick, like, small business website it can be a fantastic option. I'm just looking for a color scheme that's going to work well. They're really not picky on this, so I can cut some corners with this client that I wouldn't do with all clients. I'm not getting paid for this. This is kind of pro bono, just hanging out and helping people out. But as you can see, like I think they said they liked red, white, and blue. You know, very, very patriotic. This might be a place I can start. Oof, some of those colors don't always work. What's samurai? Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. And what's kind of fun is, so since I pulled in a layout, it's also pulling in like the color schemes of each one. So if I like, for example, the design of one layout, but the color scheme of another and like the fonts of another, I can kind of do that as well. And I can always, since I pulled in a color scheme, I can always do something like this. Figuring out what we're going to do here. Oh, and you're asking if this is free. I think you can get started with Brizy Cloud for free. And it's quite affordable even once you get into a paid plan. I'm not falling in love with the design yet. And yes, I'm trying to cut corners here by finding the design done for me. But I wonder if I can just take that purple and make that guy a red. That would probably still work with this color scheme. And I would just have to change that out to baby. Okay, we're gonna start with this. Think we're in an okay place here. What I want to do is let's kind of work through and create the content, and I'll come back around for some final design. So feel free to give me some tips for advertising a dog boarding kennel. I'm going to go off the top of my head here. Not what I would do on a totally professional basis, but I'm kind of just having some fun and making some content while I'm at it. All right. And guys, feel free, if you're getting bored, feel free to ask me a question. I'll be getting bored building this as well. So feel free to engage me and ask me some questions along the way. For this website, they're going to have a very simple call to action. We're simply going to try to get them to schedule a free tour. So everything they do is going to be driving them to this page here. So just to double check that's working as I